Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the story of King Edward Medical University. Now, this isn't just any medical school. It's one of the absolute cornerstones of medicine in South Asia. So let's get right into its incredible story. Right from the very beginning, the university's entire philosophy has been captured by this simple Latin motto, Alta Pet. It means aim high. And you know, that's more than just a phrase. It's the driving force that has shaped everything they've done and still does today. So, let's rewind the clock. Way back, our story begins in the year 1860. That's when this institution first opened its doors. But back then, it was known as the Lahore Medical School.
Okay, so let's dig into that history a bit, because it's pretty incredible.
Now, to put this in perspective, this wasn't just an old school. It's the fifth oldest medical school in all of South Asia. That's a big deal. It puts KEMU in this really elite group of institutions that literally brought modern medicine to the entire region. You can really see its evolution over the years. It starts in 1860 as the Lahore Medical School, then a huge step in 1871. It links up with Mayo Hospital, which becomes its main teaching hospital. Fast forward to 1911, it gets a new name, King Edward Medical College, in honor of the king. And finally, in 2005, it gets its modern status and name, King Edward Medical University, or KEMU as we know it. So that's the history, right? But what does that legacy look like today? Let's take a look inside the modern university. Well, today, KMU is this incredible hub of specialization. We're talking departments that cover pretty much everything you can imagine in medicine, from the absolute basics like anatomy and physiology, all the way up to super specialized fields like cardiology and neurosurgery. And its mission isn't just about academics. It's deeply, deeply connected to serving the public. The university is linked with this huge network of over 7 major hospitals. You've got the famous Mayo Hospital, Lady Willingdon for maternity care, and so many others. These places provide absolutely critical care to people, and at the same time, they're the training grounds for all the new doctors.
And look, KEMU isn't a place that just rests on its history. It is actively making it. I mean, check this out. In 2018, the neurosurgery department pulled off Pakistan's first ever spinal cord stimulation surgery. That's not just teaching medicine. That's pushing the absolute boundaries of what's possible.
But you know, this amazing spirit of innovation, it isn't just coming from the top down. It's not just the professors. No, at KEMU, the students themselves are right at the forefront. They are the ones taking the lead, really shaping the future of medicine in Pakistan. And a perfect example of this is the National Research and Innovation Conference, or NRIC for short. So this is a huge national event hosted at KMU. But here's the kicker. It was thought up, created, and is run entirely by undergraduate students. And they're tackling massive topics like the role of AI in medicine. Incredible! And for their very first conference, they chose this powerful theme, Innovamus, Ergo Sumus. It's this brilliant twist on that famous philosophical line, I think, therefore I am. Instead, it's we innovate, therefore we are. How cool is that? It just signals this whole new way of thinking, an era of medical discovery that's being driven from the ground up by the students. And just to be clear, we're not talking about some small on-campus student project here. No way. The very first NRC was a massive success. Just look at these numbers. Over 1,500 people showed up. They came from more than 50 different universities, and over 100 research papers were presented. This was a full-blown national conference, all run by students. So all of this, the history, the innovation, the student leadership, it all feeds into KEMU's incredible global legacy. The graduates, they have a special name. They're called Chemcolians, and that's way more than just a nickname. It stands for this worldwide community of alumni who have gone on to make a really profound impact on medicine all over the globe. And the list of notable Chemcolians is just wow. You have inventors like Ayub Omaya, who came up with a device that's crucial for delivering drugs to the brain. You have social entrepreneurs like Amjad Saqib, who founded a huge microfinance organization. And you have global health leaders like Afzal Javed, who actually served as the president of the World Psychiatric Association. The impact is just so broad. And that global legacy is as strong as ever. For any doctor in Pakistan who dreams of practicing in the United States, KMU is, without a doubt, a top choice. Year after year, it produces one of the highest numbers of successful candidates in the super competitive U.S. residency match program. That tells you a lot about the quality of education here. So when you step back and look at the whole story,
It's just incredible. From a colonial medical school to a modern hub of innovation. From teaching basic procedures to pioneering AI in medicine with student-led conferences, the entire history of King Edward Medical University is about constant evolution. For more than 160 years, everyone there has been told to aim high. It just makes you wonder, right? What's the next frontier they're going to conquer?